Hey, so today we're going to be going over the most recent changes, the new additions, and just all around showcasing and talking about the newest Deadlock patch. I'm sure most of you already know, but the newest hero to be added to Deadlock is Mirage.
Here I come, Mirage to the rescue.
Oh my god, it even says don't mess this up. So the actual hero is Mirage, just not that Mirage. And honestly, I kind of think he's cooler anyway. Now, Mirage has two abilities, a third ability that's also a passive, and depending on the situation and if used right, what I think could be the best ultimate in the game. Now, Mirage's tornado ability acts kinda similar to Dynamo's dynamic pulse in the sense, why did I just call that dynamic pulse? What the kinetic pulse, but you can also use it to engage or disengage because it is a movement ability, and it also holds enemies up in the air a little bit longer than kinetic pulse does. Now, Mirage's next ability allows him to throw fire scarabs at a person. The fire scarabs apply a bullet resist debuff to the enemies, allowing you and your teammates to deal more damage against them with your weapons, as well as temporarily stealing max health, that way your health pool gets larger and you heal. Now we're going to talk about your X's, and by X's I mean stacks of gens mark that you're putting on people. So as you can see, right now we have 2 stacks of gens mark on this dummy. After a set amount of time it will explode, consuming those stacks and dealing damage based on the number of stacks you put. You could also shoot multiple enemies, and you can activate the button for gens mark and consume the stacks early, dealing that damage. Now finally, let's talk about Traveler. This is a really good ultimate and it's really easy to use. All you have to do is press forward and then click any player icon on the map. It can be a friendly, it can be an enemy, it doesn't matter. As long as it's on your map, you can click on it. It has some really good uses too. You can teleport to a low health enemy and finish them off. You can teleport to a teammate across the map and gank their lane, or you can join a team fight you were late for. The possibilities are endless. So we're not going to touch on everything because in true Deadlock fashion, the patch notes are massive. There's a lot that was changed, a lot that was added or revamped, and honestly, I don't want to make an hour-long video. With that in mind though, there is some things I do want to touch on, things that might interest me or have impacted my gameplay, and I kind of want to talk about them, give my opinion on them. And one of these things is, Mirage isn't the only new character who came to Deadlock this patch. Allow me to introduce you to Hopshot. Okay, so Hopshot isn't actually coming to Deadlock, but if he were, rather than being a new hero, he would more than likely be a new villain. And the reason for that is the new anti-cheat system that this patch added is going to give you the ability to vote. Whenever a cheater is detected in your game, you can either vote to ban that cheater immediately and end the match, or you can turn the cheater into a frog and spend the rest of the game hunting down a frog. That sounds kind of fun to me. Even though we're not getting Hopshot as a playable hero, there is some other things that we are getting this patch, or should I say got this patch. One is the ability to quick cast. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about what quick casting is, but to break it down, basically it's when you press the button, it happens. And there's some more keybind related things, such as the option to bind zipline to a different key, but I'll let you discover that. You can also now start custom matches. Personally, I have not experimented with this at all yet. In fact, the first time I opened this menu was to get this footage, but it looks like there's a decent amount of stuff you can customize with it. You could also enable cheats, and that gives you console commands. And through the console, there's a ton of different things you can try out and do. Now, a lot of this stuff is just random bug fixes and miscellaneous things, but under the miscellaneous gameplay, there is a couple things I want to touch on. So first, side lanes are now a little further apart from the middle lanes. Not only that, but the side lanes got completely reworked. Now from the base to the walker, it's pretty similar to what it was before, but from your walker to your guardian, that hard corner is gone, and it just opens up a lot. Personally, I like the map changes, but I'm going to let you form your own opinion and discover most of them in-game yourself. So another thing here is the first blood bonus bounty. So for the first kill that you get an extra 150 bonus souls. It's not a lot, but in the laning phase, that can mean you get your 4 before they do. And lane setup is now 1-2-2-1, which to me is the best setup, so I'm perfectly okay with it. And you start the game with your zipline boost on cooldown. Now there's a ton of item changes. The main one to me is Echo Shard has a 0.3 second cast delay. I was a Bebop double bomb user. I know most of you probably hate that, but it's a significant nerf to double bomb Bebop. So if that was a problem to you, it's fixed now. Alright, so as you can see, this video took a while to make. And honestly, it's because I didn't know what direction I wanted to take it in. I wanted to do so many different things. I wanted to get some gameplay footage. I wanted to maybe talk to my friends and ask them how they feel about the new patch. I kind of wanted to talk more about frogs. But honestly, if I don't make a decision, this video is never going to come out. So I'm going to do a little bit of everything.
Couldn't find you, Corio's coming.
Wonderful.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Why you ain't messaging me back, bitch?
When you messaged me.
Like 20 minutes ago? Said you was online on Facebook and everything.
Let me check.
You don't even got Facebook.
Yo, I had a weird dream last night, guys.
Last night or like earlier?
I mean, I went to sleep at like 8 again. But yeah, it was that I told somebody to from a video game and I got arrested for it. Alright, so I'm gonna let some highlight clips roll of some gameplay post-patch. I have some Mirage, some Haze, and during this, I want to talk to my friends and see what they think about this new patch.
Man, I really hope they roll out this new character once a month type deal they got going on. I believe last month's was Shiv. Mirage is super fun. He kind of counters like Abrams and, you know, those tanky beginning characters, even Infernus when he starts to get all that lifesteal. And then just the chase down knock-up aspect is really useful. Super counters that Infernus, especially when he dashes, he loses all momentum. But yeah, love the new character. The new anti-cheat is beyond amazing. Never see other devs doing stuff like that. And the new map changes are pretty cool. It seems a lot bigger. It's almost making it to where every hero you run requires enduring speed, like the sprint. In the patch today, they made the zip lines 20% faster in the outer lane because they were too slow, apparently.
Makes sense because, I mean, they are longer.
Yep, and not only that, I just find with this patch, the game just looks better for some reason. I don't know what they changed, but it just looks more crisp. And it just runs better too, unless you Draven. Oh, one other little thing I like to touch on is Shadow Weave. I think that switch was perfect because I never wanted to take Shadow Weave as a vitality ability before, and now as a weapon ability, I'd rather take it there. The invis lasts so much longer than Haze's invis, and plus the benefits you get from it is pretty dope. If it was still a vitality one, like, I just feel like there's other options I need in vitality instead of just going invis and getting like a damage boost.
I've never used Shadow Weave. Like, even builds that call for it, I was just like, I don't know how useful it is.
Dude, it's pretty nice. In one of my Mirage builds, I run it. Man, we always complain about, like, this character's OP or that character's OP, and then in reality, it's just people get really good with these characters, and then everything feels game-breaking in a sense, you know?
Yeah, that is
like
true.
Some games you have a Mo and Krill one-shotting you. Bebop's are ridiculous. A Wraith can carry. A Haze. So many characters can carry.
If you could tell Shyster or Ghostly, Draven or Corey, anything you want, and they're not going to know about it until the video comes out, what would you say to them?
Oh man, you put me on the spot. I don't know what I'll say to them.
Be anything.
Draven, Ghostly, stop inting and laning phase, early game, and Corey just keep being the MOBA GOAT, because coming from League of Legends really helps.
Man, Deadlock's such a great game. You want to get good? You go in Sandbox. You play every character. You learn every ability. And then you just find whatever top streamer build for that character, and you stick to it. You don't change it. You steal all of the jungle, and you win. It's a really easy game. Come try it out. That's it.
This man just advertised Deadlock. Alright, cool. One more thing. If you could say anything about Draven and Dylan, it could be their deadlock abilities or just whatever, without them knowing about it till the video comes out, what would you tell them?
Dylan, get good, kid. Draven, you just fill in a slot, buddy.
Perfect. That works. All right. Awesome. All right. So if you have any like opinion or tips or just anything to share about the new patch, you can go ahead. You got the floor.
They fucking killed Abrams. I'm not happy about that. And they should have lowered the parry duration on the stun. And that's all I care about, honestly.
That's all you got to talk about.
Yeah, that's all I care about, dude. They messed up my man Abrams, and that parry is just ridiculous. There's no reason I should be stunned enough to die as a tanky Abrams, in my opinion.
Holy shit. I said short. I didn't think this short, but that works. Okay, cool. That's less B-roll I gotta have. If you could say anything to Dylan and Corey, and they won't hear it until the video comes out, what would you tell them?
Oh, God. I don't fucking know. Jesus Christ. What kind of video is this? Fucking group documentary? Oh, shit. I don't know them well enough to say anything. They're both fucking... Play more Abram.
Alright, this dude is a fucking Abram one trick. We're done here. Alright guys, so I really wanted to make this video longer and have way more information in it, but unfortunately the past 12 minutes for you was 3 days for me. And look, I really want to give a shout out to my boys Regnid, Shyster, and Ghostly. Regnid for having some actual information. Shyster and Ghostly, you guys are hilarious and I appreciate it. And look guys, if you enjoyed any bit of this video or if you learned anything at all, please leave a like. And look, I got a lot of plans in the near future. I plan on uploading a lot more often. And I got some cool videos coming out and I promise they're going to be funny. So if you want to see those, go ahead, subscribe now. That way you get notified. And yeah, let me know in the comments below how much I've this video up.